It's a small group at this point. We do expect some people to join us, but if you can, in the chat box, if you don't have audio, just type in where to the entire group where you are coming from, what state, and Women's Commission that you are part of. And then I can read that off to everyone. Can everyone hear me at this point? All right. I know that it looks like that people are don't have audio, so I will go ahead and get started. Again, this project is sponsored by the National Association of Commissions for Women. It's called the Voices of American Women. And what we are hoping to have done in 2019 is that member commissions provide or do listening sessions throughout the country to solicit information from our members about about the women in our members' communities, about what are the pressing issues that they're seeing or that they perceive as important, so that we can collate a national report for 2020. And on the website, this web meeting is an opportunity to walk through some of the resources that are available for members if they log in. From the website, you can learn more about the project by going to Voices of American Women. And if you're interested, if you haven't already signed up, please do so at the Add Us to the List, so that we know which commission you are representing and who will be doing that. So one of the things that I have been asked to do is just to kind of work through the login process. The login is readily available from the front page. If you've already created a persona, you can hit the login, and it will take you. All you have to do is type in your email and your password. To register, you would put your name, your email, and then a password. And once you register, that information will come to us. We will verify that you are a member of NACW, and then once we have verified that you are a member, we will then provide you access to the members only section. So hopefully I can remember my password. Oh, and I did. And so once you've logged in, it will show you the various groups that you are able to see. So not everyone will see all the pages that you have access to. Some are related to board information, or it's provided just for commission staff members who may want to share information about organizational excellence and things like that. So if you've signed up for the Voices of American Women project, you'll see the Voices participant information. And so when you click on that, it will pull up a list of resources that are available. And as we get more commissions signing up, we're hoping that everyone will send us their documents so that we can upload them here, so that you can that more people can see what's available out there. So under the templates, there are sample agendas, sample scripts, presentations, email invitations, project schedules that we've collected. Maryland has recently just finished their project, so that's why their representatives represented so nicely in the templates. Indiana, we're doing some at the end of the 2018, and probably will be continuing throughout the first part of 2019. But again, you can look through these. If you open up these documents, you can see PowerPoints and so forth. So right now I'm opening up the Maryland intro presentation that they used. And again, this is very nicely done. The one thing that was a little different, and we don't necessarily tell you one way or the other is better, but so Maryland, when they did their listening sessions, they did include some very basic information about Maryland women and what are the statistics that they're dealing with for that. And then the rest of the presentation just kind of walks through the process of the listening session for the participants. The way that Indiana did theirs is we provided very little information at the front of the session, so we didn't want to skew the information one way or the other. So we didn't talk about what we were working on or things like that, so that wouldn't affect the conversation with the participants. So it's however you want to do. Open up the listening sessions is totally up to you. The one great thing about what Maryland has done, not only did they have a presentation, but they also had a script that you can see and look at. What was great about this is that, again, there's the agenda, and then there's a script, so that if for some reason the staff person with the commission is not able to attend a listening session, any member of the board could take the script and do a listening session in their county or their city, wherever they're located. So again, Maryland has done a great job of putting together preparation material that will be useful for anybody who does this. You can also see the email invitation, the project schedule for Maryland, a sample report that they put together, as well as a preparation checklist. So it just goes down the list, and I can open this one up. That will show, everything that you need to think about as you're preparing for a listening session. So you have a checklist of things you might need, whether it's the script, a laptop, agendas, the surveys. You'll notice that the surveys were, what Maryland had done was a paper survey that they passed out for the participants to do. That survey was in multiple languages. And then you can also look at, once a date has been set and a location is confirmed, all the things that kind of have to go into preparation for that listening tour. Now we have, with regards to the survey portion of the listening sessions, what we have asked, or what we're thinking that it might be easier for us to have the information available, or the survey available on our website. So each individual Women's Commission does not have to provide that information or create a survey to do. We've already done that. If Women's Commissions would direct people to the survey, then we can have everyone do it. It's all in one place. We can analyze it once at the end of 2019, and also pull the information about particular places in the United States based on zip codes. So as if you're from a particular place and you want to know what your constituents might have said, all you need to do is provide zip codes, and we can pull that information if there's any information in the survey. And you can, if you're in front of the website, if you just go to our webpage, you will see in right at the very top about the survey. People just have to click on it, and it will open up the survey and go from there. There are 7 pages of the survey. It should only take about 15 or 20 minutes for everyone to complete. The last page of it is demographic information, so that we can sort by demographics and see kind of where people are with regards to certain things. And with regards to the resources that are available, there is a postcard template that everyone has access to. You can get it printed if you're at events, and hand it out to people. It gives our website, and they can then go to our website and fill out the survey as needed. And also, for those of you who don't have audio with this web meeting, if you have any questions, please just jot them down in the chat function of the webinar, and I will I'll answer them as I go along. The other thing that we would like to start collecting is information about the participating commissions, so that we can show that the progress that commissions are making. So right here you see that Maryland Commission for Women. You can click on that link, and it will go to their page about their report, and you can open up the report and see what they found out during their listening session tours, as well as some of the other things that have come along since they did that. For instance, once they were completed with the report, they held a one-day conference to go through all the material or all the information that they had received for their listening session. And then those that are in progress, you'll see the Indiana Commission for Women. The Indiana Commission for Women actually did a listening session tour in 2011. So individuals can go to that website or webpage and see what was done for the for 2011, and you can scroll through and you can see all the reports, the full compilation report, the debrief report, what Indiana did is after they did all the listening sessions, they held a debrief in 6 locations around the state. And it was done simultaneously. So when the debrief happened, the executive director was in Indianapolis presenting the information, and then there were board members in every other location around the state. So for the first hour, they heard about what was found out during the listening sessions, and then the second hour of it, the groups that had gathered worked on kind of what were next steps as they went through. And then finally, there is a final report from the 2011 project. And then you can see that Indiana is doing it again. And so we're looking at all of these things. So again, kind of with regards to repeating the information, Indiana is putting those, looking at what we learned before, how it's different this time around, and that kind of thing. So we may have a little different information, but what we're very interested in doing is having a place, and this is still in development, because as people get started with the listening sessions, what we will create is a Google form or something where women's commissions can log in and just add the issues that they found as the number one issues along the way. And so that way we can collect the information in a very easy, as coordinators are doing their listening sessions, they would just upload that information for us, and then we can collate that into the national report that will come out in 2020. With that, I think that is everything. I wanted to keep this meeting to about a half an hour to 45 minutes. The other part of this is that we will periodically have these web meetings for the coordinators of the listening sessions or the Voices Project, and we can have an opportunity for coordinators to talk to each other, to talk about, what do you do when you have a quote-unquote problem participant or things like that, so that we can build a community of support around this project and provide the resources that everyone needs to get this done. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, it looks like there are no questions for this. This particular meeting has been done twice, and what we will do in the next couple of weeks is upload the webinar or the recording of these meetings, so that everyone has access to the information and can listen at their leisure. Again, if you are planning to do a listening session project in your area, please let us know so that we can maintain the list and make sure that you are getting and receiving the information about the project. And if there are no questions, I thank everyone for joining us. And if for whatever reason, if after we're done and you do have another question, just email it to us at nacw@ncc.org. nacw.org. Thank you very much. Okay.